So welcome back to another episode of Virginia Wine TV, and today in this partly sort of rainy, cloudy day, we're in the heart of the Shenandoah at CrossKeys Winery, and I'm here with Kelly Mattran, who is the tasting room manager here. So you guys are relatively new, so why don't you tell us a little bit about the winery?
Sure. Well, the facility here, the building was built in 2008. That's when we opened here. Our first planning was in 2002. The owners moved here from Southern California, and they bought the property in 2001. It was overgrown with cedar. It was 125 acres of an old farm. They did a lot of clearing, and our first planning was in 2002. The first vines being Petit Verdot, Cabernet Franc soon after.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So I've noticed in your portfolio it's pretty wide. You have Burgundy, you have Bordeaux. You even have a Port-Style wine with Touriga Nacional, which is pretty nice. But we're here to talk about your Cab Franc. That seems to be the red wine of choice in Virginia. Cab Franc does really well. And this weekend you're releasing your 2010. So why don't you tell us about it?
Sure. Well, the 2010 Cab Franc won a silver medal in the Virginia Governor's Cup competition, so we're very happy with it. You're going to notice that on the nose, you're going to get that bright red berry tone and nice aromatics here for you. A little bit of spice on the finish, roasted red pepper. I always like that about the Cab Franc. It has a nice complexity of a balance of fruit and spice, but a little bit more ruby in color and just kind of deep dark cherry berries.
Yeah, it does have that strong berry aroma. Now, Cab Franc traditionally is, in Bordeaux, it's one of the classic blending grapes in Bordeaux, and in Chenin, it's a lighter. Sometimes, actually, some areas it can be a full-bodied. Other areas it's lighter, even a rosé style. Where would you put yours in that category?
This 2010 vintage is definitely that deeper, 100% Cab Franc varietal. So it's going to have those dark cherries on the nose. I think that it falls more into the darker side of things, darker fruit. Yeah,
that is nice. There's actually a really nice mid palate, sort of like a silkiness that even comes through, which you don't see for Cab Franc. And a lot of Virginia Cabernet Francs have that peppery, like even a green pepper, where this is slight, but not too much. But Cab Franc is actually one of the reasons it does well here in Virginia. Is that we got the climate. It could be humid, it could be rainy like this, so it has those thicker skins that can withstand the humidity. They're loosely clustered, so when you have rain like this or you have the humid, the air can go through and dry it out, so you don't get the moldiness. Whereas you were saying with last year with your Pinot Noir, you had some issues because we had this late season rain like this, and it just doesn't dry out, or it sucks up that rain and becomes diluted. Whereas Cabernet Franc is early ripening, so you can harvest it a little earlier. So it really does well here in Virginia. And this is a really nice, just from the aroma and the bouquet, and then just a bit of tannins at the end. Nothing, and actually it's young, so it probably as it ages.
Yes, now we actually just had a vertical tasting of our Cabernet Franc because we've actually been doing Cabernet Franc since our first harvest in 2006. So we were able to showcase our 2006 to our 2011 vintages in one evening. Opening that 2006 bottle, it was absolute silk. And that's something that you can notice even in our young Cabernet Franc, that it has that complexity that will really smooth out over time. So we're excited to see the growth of that even in the bottle. Yeah,
and you can even tell here, this is, if you can have the patience to put it down for a little bit, it will age nicely, but I don't have the patience, so it'll probably go fast for me. So Kelly, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
And actually, right here, what town are we in here, CrossKeys?
We're in Mount Crawford, Virginia.
Mount Crawford. So we got the Harrisonburg to the north of us, Stanton to the south. So it's Shenandoah Valley is a nice place to come out. So
come visit.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.